Hey guys, good afternoon from Dhaka, Bangladesh. What's going on? Hope everybody's doing good. In this episode, I'll be doing house talk. I haven't done this house talks for like few months now. I usually do like if I have quite a few fragrances from one house, like let's say uh, more than four or five, or like around there five, six fragrances. I kind of like am done with the fragrance collecting from that house, and I don't have anything else to get. And then I just do sort of like that house stock overview, just to give you an idea of overall summary of those fragrances. So today I have chosen Paco Rabanne, one of my favorite houses, and this house has like huge variety of fragrance for both women and men. But I happen to have only one from women's side. I remember as far as I remember, and I have quite a few from men's line. So Paco Rabanne is a house that that gave you a lot of old school classic in the back in the time, and modern time they did a lot more sweet, crowd pleasing, and let's say how to say more mass appealing kind of fragrances. So the trend has been sweet, not as fresh as sweet, right? So Paco Rabanne, many people do not like it. You know, many fragrance enthusiasts say this house is kind of like for youngsters and juvenile. So it's not a bad thing, you know. Youth is a very good thing, you know. We have been young at some point of our lives and really enjoyed our fragrance, not fragrance game. We enjoyed our time. So I think if you're young and you're entering the fragrance game now, and you're actually interested to get some easy to wear, mass appealing, you know, crowd pleaser kind of fragrances that will get you compliment, you can look into this house. So here we go. Let's look at this house. Just like Versace, Paco Rabanne, no, sorry, Versace, Carolina Herrera, or you talk about what's the other one? Giorgio Armani. What else? There's one more house. They do a lot of Jean Paul Gaultier. So these houses they have a lot of sweet fragrances. But I would like to start with one of the fragrances that is old school classic, the older fragrance. I have both version of this one. I have Paco Rabanne Purum. I would like to start with this fragrance. So this one happened to be a travel kind of like a atomizer kind of a thing. I think this is the first formulation or the very vintage one. So this was a gift. I haven't reviewed this one yet, but I will soon, full review. So this one, as you can see, it says Paco Rabanne Purum. You will not see this kind of travel atomizers anymore. I think I don't know how many ml is this, but this was a gift from Shafi Bhai, a fellow reviewer and good friend in community. And this fragrance is just like how Paco Rabanne used to be, Paco Rabanne Homme used to be in back in the days. So this is much greener, very masculine, fresh, and you're gonna get, I think, before the dry down comes, you're gonna enjoy really like oak moss sort of a feel, like green feel, and you're not gonna get that in today's formulation because maybe oak moss is banned or something like that. So this is a proper powerhouse and really beautiful green vanilla kind of a fragrance. Okay, so if you can find it somewhere, give it a try. The older formulation, this is the ultimate big boss. And compared to that, this one I've been having for quite some time. I bought a small bottle. As you can see, I did not wear much in lately. Yes, I have been focusing a lot more on sweet fragrances, but this fragrance remains one of my most beautiful signature barbershop fragrances. Okay, if you like Azaro Purum, that and this one are very close. This one has more green. Azaro Purum has a lot more spices, but these are both kind of like old school classic barbershop powerhouse kind of fragrances. Okay, this is for real man. Up top, what you get is I like to spray it. It's very fresh green opening, and you might think this is gonna go towards polo green side, but this is much more beautiful than polo green in my opinion. This is very nature outdoorsy. If it's cold weather, it will really blossom really nicely, and I have reviewed it. It's really nice. If you like, let's imagine you're standing in a waterfall and it's surrounded by trees, nature, green, and there's water cooling, breeze. This is the kind of fragrance you would like to wear. Dry down it if you like, kind of like it gives you the vanilla sort of feel. I don't know, if you like that combo, you can definitely try it. Okay, so Paco Rabanne Purum is the first one. Next one I would like to talk about is a fragrance I do not own. It's called Paco by Paco. I think Paco by Paco Rabanne. That one I tried it once. It's a simplistic black bottle. I'll put the link of those fragrances in the description. You can go and check on Fragrantica. That fragrance was very citrus, sort of like a basic, fresh summer fragrance. You can check it out. Paco by Paco Rabanne. Next one I'd like to talk about is XS. So the XS I also do not own. I have black XS. So the XS, original XS was the see-through bottle with the big X and S and the silver cap. And that fragrance, it's people say creates Himalaya. They copied that fragrance and made it a more niche version of it. I tried them both. I wouldn't say exactly same. The old days, the original XS used to be really, really good. That used to be really long lasting, kind of like a metallic-y, cooling, at the same time some green aspect to it. So that was a very fresh kind of excess manly masculine fragrance. And you would get like just like Creed's Himalaya, I think you're gonna get something like a milder version of Silver Mountain Water, something like that. So excess nowadays, whatever you are having in the market, I look for a good deal, but the price for the price I cannot justify because the performance kind of poor. So I did not buy that. So if I find something, I'll buy it for collection purpose. So next one is the flanker of that one, and this one is called Black Excess. So this fragrance, Black Excess, was like so successful, just like Excess. It was more successful than Excess, and that's why you have tons of flankers of this. They have also women's version of it, and you'll see Black Excess Lexi, you'll see a Skull version, you'll see a Potion, a Love Potion, thousands of flankers of this one, and many of them are really long lasting. But Black Excess on me, it's not a beast mode fragrance. It's more like a cooler, like fall and that kind of time. It's not really built for heavy winter because it doesn't have the lasting power. What you're gonna get from this fragrance is pineapple, strawberry, and citruses. It's almost just like Versace Manu Fresh and Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for women. I think they're all same perfume, or even Star Walker by Montblanc. They all share some common DNA. So if you like those fragrances, Black Excess, you can definitely look at. It's not dated. It gets like sort of like I remember Mark saying, I keep mentioning him. He said, imagine like a strawberry covered with chocolate. That's what you get from this, and sprinkles of citrus, according to me. And that pineapple note is really, really beautiful. But this is more for youthful kind of a crowd. Okay, so Black Excess. The next one we're gonna go with is let's talk about the Invictus line. So they have quite a few lines. One of the lines called Invictus. So this is the original Invictus, just like my Paco Rabanne Purom. This is one of my earlier day buys. This fragrance, I do not reach for it that much anymore, but this remains one of the biggest success from this line. You hate it as much as you want, like the Trophy and whatever. I have a small bottle, but I'll talk about the 1 million line. This one came after 1 million. Should have talked about 1 million first, but anyway, this is supposed to be more aquatic version of 1 million. Okay, but they added some aquatic, some salty notes, so it gave it sort of like a fresh take on sweet fragrance. But even though it remained one of the sweetest fragrances still for clubbing. So this fragrance was a little bit more I would say compared to 1 million. This is, I'm sorry, the voice, something's wrong. This fragrance, it's still pretty potent and pretty sweet. You can wear it for summer, cool weathers, winters, no problem. It's very easy to use and it sells a lot of bottles. Okay, so if you like sort of a sweet but at the same time you have a twist of a aquatic touch, and you can wear it all year round, gets you compliments, lasts a very long time, Paco Rabanne Invictus is one of the fragrances. So I have the whole line. I had the whole line. I sold off 2 of my bottles. One was my previous, I had, I think, altogether 3 bottles of this one, Paco Rabanne Invictus Aqua, which was a second release, second from the line. And then I decided to buy it again because it was getting harder to find and I was missing the performance of it. This fragrance even was, it's more fresher than original Invictus. You can wear both of them for summer, but this is more summer appropriate, and also like even if it's mild cool weather, it will last a very long time. So in my experience, this fragrance was the longest lasting from Invictus line. Okay, and the fragrance, some people say they have the eggy smell from this because it smells like Hawas. Yes, they copied Hawas conceptually because Hawas came out 1 year before this, right? But this fragrance really lasts a long time. It's better than Hawas in my opinion because it has more presence. Hawas is a little bit lighter, so it has some ambergris, sort of musky sort of feel that sometimes you get that eggy smell, but it's not really there in my opinion. Very cooling, nice, sweet, at the same time fresh kind of fragrance. So after this, they discontinued that one, and then they came out with the new one. And I believe I did review the new one and I did comparison between the new and old one. The new one is a little bit more citrusy, less musky, less ambergris. that sort of feel. So you do not get so much that eggy smell anymore. You get a lot more citrus and watery notes. That one is a little bit less lasting than the previous version, but I still like that. Then I bought Invictus Intense. Check out my review on that one. I used it like more than half the bottle. And then what happened was I was like not reaching for it anymore. I had too many sweet fragrances. So I decided someone should have it who can appreciate it better. So that one has a little bit more sweetness, darker notes, and that fragrance was built for nighttime. Basically darker night version of Invictus. So Invictus Intense gets a lot of compliments. It's like huge on tonka bean, and I think there's a little bit of a something was going. I cannot remember exactly, but it does get a lot of notice. So Invictus Intense is one of the good one. So next, let's look at 1 million line. Yes, this is the most popular fragrance line in this from this house. Okay, so start with the originator. I have reviewed all of this fragrance, by the way. You can check out individual review, and you can check out any review of any reviewer. All great. So 1 million is perhaps the top seller in the world, just like Cool Water, just like Fahrenheit, and just like what else is top seller in the world? Versace Purum. This is another top seller. When this fragrance came out, everybody went crazy. Everybody used it like crazy. Everybody made everybody sick like crazy. And the fragrance is super sweet. It has that blood orange. It has leather. It has tonka bean heavy. It has leather and a lot of other notes. It has like some pink pepper, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly. Tons of notes in this. So 1 million basically people used back in the day for clubbing, and this is the most youthful, iconic fragrance ever. Let me spray this. I haven't used it for some time. This has the gold bar shaped bottles, if you haven't seen already, and I collected this line for the bottles. They look really amazing. Okay, I don't care what people say. So the 1 million, immediately it brings back memories. It's fresh, it's fruity, there's a bubble gum, and after this I think there's Ultra Male, there is Eros, there is also Lamal itself. A lot of fragrances was competition for this fragrance. Okay, so this was more modern version of Lamal. People stopped using Lamal, and they started using 1 million a lot. So 1 million, what's so great about is the performance. Even now in the newer version, it's long lasting, but not as much as before. Okay, so winter time, this is still a beast. So if you're looking for a sweet, sort of like a fresh, playful fragrance for nighttime, 1 million, the original one, I highly recommend this. Nowadays, I don't think anybody's wearing it, so you'll be rocking this fragrance and it'll be very unique nowadays because lot more new releases out there. Not many people are rocking this, right? So 1 million by Paco Rabanne. Then Paco Rabanne also has the like 1 million. They have Lady Million line. I reviewed it long time back. That one, it's a lot more sweeter, and I couldn't take it. It was too strong. That one, it's really beast mode. So if you like Lady Million, you try out their other flankers as well. So 1 million was followed by a lot of flankers, and they did a lot of unnecessary flankers in my opinion. And I ended up buying I think quite a few, the ones I really wanted, and they're unique enough, not the same. I'll show you one by one. So second one I'm gonna show you is let's talk about this one, the strongest of the line. This is 1 million Absolutely Gold, right? So this one, it's just, if you see the side, you can see the paint. Okay, it's all gold painted, and I really think this is the most beautiful bottle from this line. Okay, still same pattern in front, but the name would be Absolutely Gold. It will come in a different sort of presentation like Amouage or so, and it's a little bit more pricey and harder to find nowadays. So this one, what you get from this is not just 1 million. You get much stronger 1 million, less sweet, and they add the note of oud and a little bit more leather. Okay, so this fragrance smells a lot more luxurious, a lot more posh and Middle Eastern sort of, and it's not exactly as fresh as the original one. So if you're looking for something that is cold weather heavy, it's gonna last you 15-16 hours, look at Absolutely Gold. This is what I got over 1 million Intense. That one I feel a little bit for my taste, it's a little bit redundant, right? Absolutely Gold is not. Okay. Then let's look at this one, 1 million Prive. This is the dark horse of the line. Okay, this fragrance, it has the darker juice here. It's see-through bottle, and it has like a bit more like ambery, sort of darker plate in front. I really like this new ones. They have written Prive here, and it's raised. You can see this part is raised here. Okay, and I really like this bottle. Design a lot. Very cool. When it came out, I just rushed and bought this one. This one is a little bit different than 1 million. 1 million original one, I'm comparing it with side by side the original and trying to bring it from my memory. This one, it that like hookah tobacco note, like the one you like smoking shisha kind with a pipe. So imagine hookah is like the sort of those rich, heavy, sweet, kind of like pure Havana sort of a cigar note. If you smell that one, richness, this is actually that. And this is the most mature in the line. Okay, this is great for office work, something formal, suit and tie. And I think it's great for fall and winters. Okay, it has good performance on me, not as beast like the others, but still one of the most nicest smell that you get from this whole line. So this is the grown-up man in the line, 1 million Prive. Okay. Today I drank some cold stuff. I think that's why I'm suffering now. Voice is getting down. Right. We don't have that many more to go. We have 4 more to go. Let's see. Then I'm going to talk about this one. This is really beautiful. If you're looking for real proper summer wearing and you like 1 million, but you cannot find a occasion to wear it in a summer day because it's too sweet, original 1 million, it's just too sweet for you, and you are looking for something like aquatic version, just like Invictus Aqua did for Invictus. This is something of that nature. It has the added note of rose, a little bit watery notes, aquatic notes, and it has the best thing about this fragrance is it gives you a cap, and it's really gorgeous. I really love the cap as well. It looks really, really pretty. It has a lot of detailing on this one, and when you put it on, I mean, the fragrance look like great. And you get also 120 mil or 110 mil, I think, from this. Forgot, it's a little bit more, it's 4.2, so 125 mil for this juice. And this fragrance really lasts a long time too on me. So this fragrance, what you get from this is it's not exactly same like 1 million. You're gonna get that opening. It can be a little bit challenging because of the watery notes, and then the rose is gonna pop up, and you really need to give it some time to wear it. As I said in my review, the dry down is really beautiful and it's unique enough. It doesn't smell like 1 million much to my nose, but it remains sweet, floral, aquatic. And this is, I think, pretty much unisex as well. You can wear it for spring and summer. Okay, 1 million cologne. Then the last one from this lot is this one. I think I'll be still buying some more flankers if they come out of 1 million. Obviously there will be, but this one, 1 million lucky. I told you I love this touch. They have silver and gold two-tone color for this. So they have lucky written here, 1 million gold. This whole 3 part is gold and this part is silver in gunmetal plate material. All this, sorry to say, all the sprayers are built in here. I really like that about this. Also shaped as gold bar, but it's more this color. Okay, so this fragrance is a fresh gourmand. If you like Roca's Man, if you like Salvatore Ferragamo, Vumo, if you like some of these fresher gourmands nowadays, very sweet, appealing, and more versatile to wear, less sweet, kind of fresh. Okay, this is something you should definitely look at. I call this just like my good friends Matt Deckers, I call this the popcorn, caramel popcorn in the fragrance game. So this is very nice. My hand is empty, let me spray some. This fragrance, it's so good. One of the best openings in my whole collection. Okay, you put this on, you immediately smile and it immediately catches attention. Performance is very, very good on this one. I would highly recommend this for movie nights. If you're thinking to go go out, dates, hang out with your buddies, and you get compliments. It gets some little bit, I think, almond attached to it, but it's really, really fruity and it's something sexual about this fragrance. I highly recommend this to younger folks. All right, 1 million lucky, very youthful, sort of fresh gourmand. Lot of fragrances. And last two, let's talk about this one. I was talking about black XS. This is pure XS. Okay, I think this is somewhat considered as a how to say flanker of original XS, just like the black XS. And now they have all the bottles in this shape. Even the black XS also comes in this bottle. So they have a new version of this one. I haven't tried it. So pure XS, basically I took my time to buy this because I was like borderline, like the smell didn't blow me out at first, honestly speaking. It seemed very obvious, sweet, like sickeningly sweet at first, and the fragrance is kind of like based on note of sugar. Okay, imagine it's like a boozy, sugary, and kind of like a what else is in there? I don't quite remember. I think lavender. I forgot totally. Honestly speaking, I'm really sorry, but it's kind of like a fresh, sweet, boozy kind of fragrance. If you know 212 VIP Man by Carolina Herrera, this is in the same vein, but it has a note of vanilla. Yeah, I just remember boozy vanilla. Strictly for winter. You shouldn't wear this in the hot weathers because it'll really choke you. It's extremely potent. If you like Versace Eros, but you don't like that apple mint combo up top, you like more of a sugary, like boozy opening. Pure XS by Paco Rabanne is one of the great choices. It's really, really beast mode, and the bottle is really beautiful, as you can see. I really like this bottle, even though it's a bit fat. I really like this bottle. So I recommend this for clubbing in the cold weathers. Paco Rabanne Pure XS is really beautiful. It will get you compliments. It will really project far. Okay, Pure XS. Last but not least, I am just showing you one women's perfume that I own for some time, Paco Rabanne Olympea. And Olympea is something like, I think it's a counterpart of Invictus. As far as I remember, original Invictus, this came out as a pair, something like that. But this fragrance is a lot more potent than Invictus. Okay, why? This fragrance is sweet. It has really strong presence. It also has, I think, vanilla and a little bit like a gourmandish territory. It's kind of powdery, but at the same time it's very sweet. It has some sort of a aquatic element going on also. You can wear this for cooler summer days. Okay, so ladies, if you're looking for a strong performer, beautiful bottle, this is one of my suggestions, right? This is Paco Rabanne Olympea. They have a lot more flankers of this one now, but if you just like sweet beast mode fragrances for nighttime clubbing, this is one of the most sexy ones, right? So Paco Rabanne Olympea, the last one for this lot. So I know I missed out few Paco Rabanne fragrances, but I have owned quite a lot of them. I think my most number of fragrances from one house, I think Paco Rabanne will be loaded with that. So yeah, take a look at House of Paco Rabanne. Hopefully you try some of the fragrances out. They give you good pricing, great budget fragrances, and they get discounted after a while. And these fragrances are easy to wear, picks you up a lot of compliments on most part, right? So take care guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. It was helpful. See you soon. Bye bye.